Good morning, everybody. It's the Green Mountain Picker here this morning. Uh, had a pretty good little run yesterday, and just the postmaster just came by and picked up 6 little packages for me. So we did pretty good. We made a few $100s in 2 days. Pretty happy about that. But yeah. Um, what to talk about, I guess. Kind of new at all this, so I think I got a copy around here somewhere. Oh, at least I did have. Yeah, here at the Green Mountain Picker Ranch. Mama's off at her regular job, and Daddy-O down here. We're just kicking back, getting a cup of coffee in. Got my packages that I need to get out this morning, and got some art. I'm going to be taking some pictures. I got 4 nice modern framed, 2 are signed, so more or less probably just a printed sign. But anyways, nonetheless, they have been somewhat signed, I guess. And I got a bunch of odds and ends and this and that, and I think later on today we're going to go down and hit a couple of small thrift stores in town in the area. Just kind of poke around looking for them jewels, you know. I got plenty of jewels here. It's just that, you know, it's something about doing the picking thing. I mean, you can't stop, you know. It's one of those. I'm going to move my little camera here. I'm moving that myself. Okay, there we go. There we go. So, the deal. Making money. There's a lot of fellas out there that are showing us some pretty good stuff. I can name off a few, and one of the guys that is continuously pushing the groups, and he's been a big activist as far as showing his wares, and he's giving people inspiration, and I have to call him out. Is the Green Mountain Picker. He seems to be really motivated in helping other people, and that's a good thing. He's helped me out. He's helped many members out. Not everybody likes him or loves him, but for the most part, he's a pretty good character. If you have a question and it ain't too stupid, he'll answer it for you. And then there's a couple things. There's some pretty good shows on that are in the groups that I hang out with. I mean, there's hundreds of groups, eBay groups and local groups and this and that. But in the groups that I hang out with, there's a couple good shows that they're all educational to some point or another. There's morning shows going on I think Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. They got this morning show that comes on for those that can watch it. What the hell was that? There's a morning show on every morning. I think it's the Resellers Wake Up. That's operated by Paul Grumman. He's a reseller Roland, I think. And pretty good little show. I mean, it's sometimes a little long, but they kind of go off topic and talk about different things, but that's what makes it a little interesting now and then. I don't watch it every day because I got things to do and stuff, but I I do poke in there now and then and check it out, and uh, so just for you guys that are out there, uh, if you're interested. Uh, any See, I live up in New England, and there's pickers up here too, and there's resellers on eBay, and maybe not quite as populated as some of the bigger areas or bigger towns and stuff, but for the most part, we do have them. A lot of people that I know that find out that I sell on eBay, they're always interested. Well, how well do you do? Or this and that. And, the whole thing with working for yourself and selling on eBay, Amazon, Craigslist, Etsy, any of those platforms, and I don't care even if you have your own websites or whatever, it's all about how much you can put into it. What it boils down to. It's just like any business. If you don't get up till 10 o'clock in the morning every day, and you fuck off for 2-3 hours, and you drink 6 cups of coffee and smoke 20 cigarettes before you even get started, you make your own bed. I need a little kick in the ass on some of that myself. I try to get in bed by early as I can, but sometimes me and the wife stay up late and we put listings on, and by the time we get those listings on, we kind of get a little tuckered out, and so I mean sometimes we do really good, and sometimes not so good, and I mean it's whatever your lifestyle is, I guess. I don't work. I had a heart attack a couple of years ago, and it was kind of a slow recovery. Uh, it was consistently exhausting after I had my heart attack. I weighed about 210. I was just a porker, which is as heavy as I've ever been in my life. And so I had to make some life changes. So I took a course, spent some money, started doing some eBay, started with albums. I sold a shitload of them. And then we moved on to other items and this and that. And then for some reason I happened to fall into a video there of Dave and Sarah Gilman. They were doing little videos, different things, and parts and different stuff that normal people wouldn't necessarily think about, and there's parts out there that don't sell at all. I mean, you can list them and they'll be on there forever. It's just people don't want them. But there's a good network of parts out there that you can get for very little money or really free, and you just have to figure that out, because nobody's going to do it for you. You can learn by watching videos, or you can learn by trial and error. And a lot of the guys that have been doing it for years have learned by trial and error. They found things, they put things on, and found that they sit there for weeks and months and don't sell. I'm still in some of that. I'm still learning. I do put things on that necessarily don't sell right off, and then I got a buddy of mine who doesn't really know anything about eBay, but he's always telling me, "Oh, you just put it on there for 99 cents, and if it's worth 500, people will buy it." Well, maybe that was true in the old eBay, but today it don't work. Occasionally, you might hit a jewel that you put in there for 99 cents, and it might go right through the roof, but for the most part, it doesn't work that way. So everything has changed, the economy, and You know, we have different presidents, and they do different things, and there's tax rules, and this and that, and every other thing under the sun that, you know, they throw at you. Uh, you know, I've been out of work since 2012 when I had my heart attack, I guess, and um, 4 days after my birthday, right after my wife just bought me a brand new truck, well, brand new garage, and I sit here and think about it. You know, I probably wouldn't even be as far as long as I am right now if it weren't for a few choice people out there. Um, there's a lot of decent guys out there that'll help you out, or that'll jump right in and visit with you, and don't have a problem answering your questions. And I'm one of those too. If you ever have a question and I can answer it, I certainly will. I ain't gonna guarantee I'll give you the right answer, but I'll give you the best answer that I know. And but you know, it's all about working it, working it, working it. And if you don't work it, you're not gonna benefit from it. It's like you know, and the guy goes to work every day and he gets a paycheck every day, but he has to get up every day, do his routine, go do his 8 hours a day, and at the end of the week he gets his paycheck. Or the following week he gets his paycheck. If he don't get up, he misses a day or two or whatever, and then he don't make no money. You know? So same with this. If you don't get up every day and make a plan and do what needs to be done to strengthen your business, um, you're just pounding your head against the wall. Um, Ideally, you know, you can try to work around a schedule. You know, I have young kids here with me, and I'm a late bloomer father. Um, I got I'm 52, and I got a 12-year-old daughter, and a 6-year-old daughter, and a 2-year-old daughter. But that's it, no daughter. And so, but I always wanted a family, and started out young, and I had a little family, but I went down the tubes, and for various reasons. And so I go on every day. I don't probably list as much as I should. It's not like I don't have stuff, because I pick a lot of free items, and probably about 30% of my items are actually really worth anything. A lot of stuff is just going to have to be recycled through, uh, but that's the way the game goes, you know. Uh, so I made a few $100s in the last 2 days, so I'm kind of pumped about that. Maybe that's what got me on here to do a little video. Um, like I got to get out there and uh, look for some higher end items, things that that are 1970s, 60s, 70s, 80s retro stuff, you know, that people are looking for. Hopefully, uh, I have clothing, but I haven't really put a lot on it. Clothings are like long tail sitters; takes them forever to sell, and then in the process of them sitting, you know, you debate whether, oh, my price is too high, is my you know, something wrong with my listing, you know. So you look at it and say, oh, we'll drop the price 20, 30%, then run a sale. And sometimes stuff, clothing's a weird little deal, you know. Uh, you can probably sell cheap stuff all day long for pennies, But finding those one of a kind bolos and jackets and this and that, I don't know. They're just I've listed a bunch of them there a year or so ago. Uh, some of them are still sitting on my store. I picked up some really fine sweaters, and just nobody seemed to bite on them. So uh, sold one or two, maybe. And the things I have to do today. I go down and get some dog food for the hound. She's out. She goes through about 40 pounds every week and a half. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I sent in my first Amazon shipments a little while ago. Um, I'm not overly impressed, but that's part of the thing was I didn't have a lot of really high-end stuff, but I have sold. I think 2 weeks ago I put them in. I think I sold like 9 items, roughly. You know, around that $20 to $10 to $20 range. And even though it's not a lot of money, uh, it trickles in. So I've got probably about 1,500 to $2,500 on 2,500 bucks here. Probably about 60% of them are each, dollar, penny bucks. But I got a little thing about putting that stuff into Amazon, and I realize it, and I've been saying it right along. A lot of people don't bother putting items into Amazon if they're penny items, and I just shot from the hip, and I just listed them at, well, we'll just say for a standard book or a DVD or whatever that would have been considered a penny, you know. Uh, I shot them in at $12.99 a pop. Way over, the penny thing. And I'll be a son of a gun. I went back and checked a couple of my listings that I had sold, and I brought them up, and of course it came up as a penny lot. And I'm like, wow. And I sold those items for $12.99 in Amazon Prime, and they were pennies listed, penny stuff. So I've been saying it right along that when you send your stuff into Amazon, it's not a guarantee, you know. But a lot of times a person will buy a DVD or a book or something that is related to something that you have in there to sell, and they're not going to get their free shipping unless they buy another item or two items or whatever. And Amazon ain't stupid. They want to make that $4 and whatever it is on the, they'll make a little money on the shipping, and then they'll make money off of you. But if you're selling stuff for a penny and they've got to pay you shipping, they're not so apt to put your stuff up front, which means the buy box. So putting your stuff a little bit higher is a benefit to you. Don't worry so much about if that item is selling for a penny or $2 or something from a merchant fulfilled person. And sometimes even a Prime member underprices their stuff. I've seen it. People that are FBA, they want to sell it, so they put it at the low dollar where they only make 50 cents on it. That's stupid. That is just stupid. If you just price your item up, 12, 15 bucks, whatever you consider it's worth, put it in there and let it set. I mean, eventually, that's going to roll around. You're going to be in the buy box, or you're going to have an opportunity to sell your item so somebody can get free shipping. And even though I haven't done a lot of Amazon, I've been doing, before I even sent anything in, I looked at it and looked at it, and I listened to other members and listened to certain people that sell and buy and sell. Nothing's a guarantee. But using that strategy can get you sales, and Amazon is more apt to put your product up there versus that guy that's just barely making money, or the penny guy, unless it's the only one on there, the only ones on there, and nobody's in that market. You will sell your stuff, and you will. It's just one of those things. I don't have enough on there right now. I just got started with it, but just by what I've seen in the sales that I've had, that just because it's listed for a penny, somebody else has it listed for a penny, does not mean that you can't get $10, $12, $15 for that same product, or book, or DVD, or VHS, or whatever. So, because Amazon wants that money from you. They want that money, and that's how they stay in business. So it's not that they're pushing those other guys. They give that option available, and those people make money on the shipping. But Amazon's not making any money on it. Trust me, they're really not. So they personally, I think, they ought to set limits on that product, or do away with depending. I don't care. Maybe no. That's okay. Let them do it like that. Because for guys like us that are FBA guys that put our stuff in there at a higher price, we'll sell our stuff because Amazon is more apt to push our stuff versus the penny guy. If we're priced up and they're going to take, say it's a $15 item, and they're going to be able to take $5, $6 from you for fees or whatever it is, I don't know exact figures, but they can take the fee from you, and they're not getting shit for free from this other guy. The guy selling it for a penny or $1 or $2, they're not really getting much of a fee out of that. And Amazon is a business. They are a business, and they're going to do business decisions based on making money. So the higher you put your items, as long as it's marketable, I'm not saying put a VHS in there that's worth $15 for $55. I mean, you can if you want, but but just mark your stuff so it's marketable, so that Amazon can use you to get free shipping for these people and this and that, Prime members, and so on and so forth. I think, I'm not a guru on this, but what I've listened to, what I've heard, and the people I've talked to, that I think you're better off to mark your stuff up. And another thing I was told by a couple of different people, if you, we'll just say you go into the Prime thing and you see somebody that's selling a product for $19.99, and the next guy up is selling his for $24.99, and it's got a good rank. Ranking's important, but it's not God. Anybody could come in at any certain time and buy that product. Ranking's where you want to be. You want to keep a lower ranking on your products if you can, but I've talked to a couple booksellers who just pound books in. They get them for nothing. They pound them right in, and although it's not millions of dollars a year, but they do well. They're pulling in $25, $3, $4, maybe even up to $5,000 a month just selling books, certain individuals. But they got a massive amount of books in there. They're going off on this. They're making anywhere from $5, $6 to $40, $50 a book, depending on or more. Could make it $100 on books, depending on the books. But they're feeding the machine, and that's what I've got to do. I've got to start feeding the machine, and I've been feeding my eBay machine, and it's starting to pay off for me. But I don't want to drop the ball on that. You know? So that's kind of a little bit about what I'm thinking about. I want to give a shout out to some of the members that I use, and some of the members that we talk to that talk to me on a regular basis. Michael Stone is a good kid. He's a hard-working little eBay guy. I assume he might do a little Amazon. I don't know, but for the most part, he's a young guy. He got a wife and some kids, and he delivers pizzas on the weekends, and he works his little tail off on his eBay. He's always his nose right into it. And then there's Dana. Dana's always comes in the little group chats with us, and we shoot the shit. And there's Brian Holmes, and a few of them, you know. Occasionally Chad will pop in. I haven't seen much of him lately, but occasionally he'll pop in. Chad Pago, Green Mountain, Green Mountain, the Golden Finger Picker, and there's all kinds of really cool guys out there, and women. There's some ladies out there that will help you. One that I know I've seen a lot of is a couple of the girls I've seen a lot of is Danica and oh my God, I can't think of her name. She does some videos, but everybody in here. They're just good resellers, you know. They're really trying hard to learn from each other. And then you get your know-it-alls. There's always those. But taking information from these internet groups and YouTube is all good, but you always need to remember that there's good and bad in everything, you know. There's bad information out there, and there's good information. There's free information and there's paid information. Not that paid information is bad, but 90% of the stuff out there that's paid, you can research and find for free. Because there's hundreds of people out there willing to share their experiences. And no one should have to pay up to learn how to make money. I see shit on here about guys that are asking astronomical money for how to sell on eBay, how to sell on Amazon, this, that, and the other thing. I mean, there are some things that you probably should pay for to get a good education on. I mean, private labeling, you know, if you don't know anything about it. I mean, there's some of that people hold pretty close to the chest, you know. But then again, what I've seen is it's way too much money. If a person really wants to help somebody, really, you know, when you start talking $2,500 or $5,000 or $10,000 for a training course, you know, all you got to do is find one or two people and they made the money for the year, you know. And 9 times out of 10, the training ain't that great, you know. Most people are not going to stand right there and hold your hand after they've got your money. That's just the way it is. They're going to show you the basics, and you know, this is, you put this here and that there, and do this and do that, and you're on your own. You know, I can tell you that. I can tell you how to start up your eBay. I can tell you enough to get you going on Amazon, you know. And I can even get you set up on how you understand how you can make your own web pages or get your own domain, and it's all fairly easy stuff. It's just having somebody kind of show you the ropes, how to get started, and then you can take it from there. And people say, "Oh, you talked about what do you what do you sell? What can you sell on eBay? What can you sell on Amazon?" Uh, a lot of things. A lot of things. Uh, the way I look at it, if it was bought once, it can be bought again. Depending on the condition and stuff. So it's my little Green Mountain Picker show. So I don't know. Reselling is a way of life. Some people can do it and are very successful, and other people struggle, and some people can't do it at all. For the strugglers, get out there and look and learn and get involved with groups and communities. Reach out to people that you admire and try to get hooked up and talk with them about certain things. And nobody has to be a hero. I mean, there's some good people out there, and so what do you think? Green Mountain Picker. I suppose we probably ought to get to work here sometime. I got 11:48 here. I don't want to hop in the truck, go for a ride, but I got things I got to do. It's like 90 degrees here, so it's not very comfortable. Buying. Like I said before, I don't buy a lot of stuff, but I do buy stuff, and I'm a cheap bastard when it comes to buying stuff. Boy, I don't want to pay. I'm so cheap. I am cheap by squeak. But I only pay out for anything that I know for a fact it's going to sell for some money. I mean, I pick up a lot of stuff that ain't worth shit, but I got the storage, I got the place, I got between two buildings, I got like almost 5,000 square feet, so probably a little under, maybe like 4,500 between two buildings, and trailers and stuff. And, I'm packed. If you guys see my videos, you see the kind of loads I bring in, and that's like one trip to the dump or one trip out after the ends of yard sales and stuff. It's out there. You gotta go find it. And don't be afraid to ask for it, because people give it to you. So, I guess I'm going to wrap it up here. So, work hard, think big, spend little, make lots of money. And don't forget, we got a couple shows. We got Reselling Roland's show there. It's Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And then we got on Monday night, I believe, Profit Talk is on. That's with Deannica. That's her little gig. And then we got Golden Finger Picker. He does a I think it's Wednesday night. He might do I think they called it now the Reseller Pulse or something. I haven't got a chance to sit in on that one much. There's another little show, this Collector's Catacomb. Fellas on there are pretty knowledgeable. They like to show off their wares and stuff. A couple good guys there. And you got, Chad's got another show. I think he runs on Sundays or something. He's kind of wishy-washy. Sometimes he runs it, sometimes he don't. But depends what's going on with his life, you know. The Pickers Church, which is supposed to be operated by another fella, but it was started by Golden Finger Picker. There's a few other shows out there the guys are doing, and get hooked into their channels. Once you find them, there's reseller societies, and there's my little thing I got going on is the Picker Mountain Picker Group, and I have a blog that I've been adding, certain links and stuff like that are helpful links, and I'm a little bit behind on that because I kind of put it on the shelf for a month or so, and 2 or whatever. But I'm getting back into it, and I'm trying to restructure it, and I want to put links in there for community members to go in and find, right up front if they need to go someplace and reference some links. Looking for contributors to that, just for that section, to put helpful links and helpful information, free ebooks on learning how to do any of that. I'm going to do a section in that for all kinds of different free books that I belong to a book company or a book group that you can pick up. There's some of it's old information from a few years back, but it'll take a newbie, and if he takes the time and reads it, it'll all click in, and then with the information he gets from that and information from the reseller groups, he can start making some good money. He doesn't have to go out and spend thousands of dollars to learn how to do eBay, or thousands of dollars to learn how to do Amazon. So I'm looking for contributors that would be willing to, as we collect links and as we collect viable information like ebooks and stuff, I'd rather try to keep away from as much paid information unless it's really good quality and the price is reasonable. Just keep in mind, people that are down and out or aren't making much money, not very many people can afford to just throw down big money for a course. So I'd like to be able to get some guys together and throw a course together that's relatively good but inexpensive. So if somebody wants to get into it for $49.95 or something, they can buy the course. It's going to give them the basics. It's going to give them everything they need if that's the route they wish to take. I think that's more than enough for a good little course with good information, step by step. I mean, we have we have YouTube channels that will give you that for free. You don't even have to pay for them. Step by step on how to set up your accounts, step by step on how to list your products, and there's everything from step by step how to clean your products and how to prepare your products and how to ship your products. See, so technically you don't even need all that. So looks like I'm getting hit here. So I'm going to call it a day and hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow.